Hi guys, it's me Val, Toxic Free. Welcome, thanks for joining me today. I wasn't planning on making a video today, but something's come to my attention and I just wanted to talk about it because I don't know what else to do with the information that I've received. Now, I'm not going to sit here and gloat. I'm not going to sit here and sensationalise what I've heard. I'm not going to rub my hands together with glee and say, oh, I'm so glad this has happened, because somebody else has been hurt by two channels on YouTube, and I watched a lady, and I'm going to put the video down below of the lady's video. Now, it's a hard one because I've said about this and I've talked about this situation before, and I thought maybe I'd said all I needed to say, and I just thought I'd let time take its course and karma perhaps take its course. But since I've seen something that's come to light, I just want to talk about it because what I've been through since New Year's, I've been hurt, and I know a lot of other people have been hurt. Now, I talked about two channels and I exposed the fact that they were not all they were cracked up to be. And I've talked about how they've done a smear campaign on me because I've spoken out about them. Well, somebody else has spoken out about them on another channel, and I'm going to post the link below. But they are talking about, and she's talking about, someone who's been hurt by these two channels. And again, I don't even know where this conversation's going. I don't know whether I'm doing the right thing. I don't know whether I should just shut my mouth. I don't know whether she'd want me to talk about this. But there is no instruction leaflet to channels. There is no one can tell me what I can talk about within reason. Obviously YouTube can, because there's guidelines, but I'm going to say what I want to say on my channel, and again, if it gets me into more trouble, it gets me into more trouble. But I'm just an honest, truthful person, and like this other person that's made a video, I can't hold it into myself. Kim and David, I don't want to say their surnames, and you probably know by now who I'm talking about. They had a Mexico meetup, and I knew there was something wrong because it didn't seem to be talked about once they'd come back. Both parties didn't mention the other person, and a video was removed about the Mexico meetup. Well, since then I found out that something went terribly wrong, and there's a lady, the lady again, Evening Ransom, I hope she doesn't mind me saying her name. If she does come to me and ask me to take this video down, I will take it down. But she was at the Mexico meetup, and she's informed everybody on her video that something went terribly wrong and somebody got hurt by David. I don't know the ins and outs. There is going to be another video coming out hopefully, and she's going to explain everything. But I just think that it needs to be talked about, because these channels have set themselves up. These channels have created this kind of fake caring channel to come across like they're helping people. And the red flags, even before I knew what happened, the red flags are just jumping out to everybody, but nobody seems to see them. And I know that one day something is going to come about this. And David and Kim, if you're watching this, I'm disgusted in the both of you, because apparently Kim, you supported him having known about his abuse, and you probably supported him, which you did, about his abuse to me, his smear campaign that he did on me. He's talking about the fact that I'm supposed to be mental, and you know, we all have our problems, but there's no malicious part of me. So I just think it needs to be said that because I exposed and because I told the truth, I was putting myself in a position where I was being destroyed, basically. My channel was trying to be destroyed. They tried to destroy me. They tried to destroy my personality. They tried to defamate my character. They tried to make me look the crazy one. Now, we all know the rules of narcissism. We all know what goes on in narcissism. You never can trust people. I've shown evidence after evidence after evidence of obscenities that I've had sent to me. I've shown texts and emails. Now, I have also heard on one of his videos from somebody, and also recently heard that the proof that I'm showing is apparently the comments or the texts that I'm showing that were sent to me from David and from Kim are supposed to be from my IP address. So apparently I'm supposed to have somehow set up an account under David's or Kim's name, wrote these emails, texts, whatever, taken a screenshot of them, and then showed them up to be proof of their abuse of me. Now, firstly, the evidence in the screenshots and the emails were screenshots. So I'm trying to work out how they know that the emails and the texts of abuse that I've got from those two are a fake IP address, because they're actually only photographs. So I would like to also say, if people can ask for their proof of this proof of the IP address from these fake emails that I'm supposed to have shown of David and Kim's abuse of me. Oh, what wicked webs they weave. If I sat down and did a timeline, and David and Kim, I will probably do this in time, I will do a complete timeline of the very beginning of what happened to me to when the very end happens. And I'm sure it's not going to be long, because you are being found out. Kim, you've supported an abuser, and David, you are an abuser. I don't care if I get hate for this video, because obviously the lady that made the video that I've linked below is worried about getting hate. But like her, I can't keep quiet, because like she says, whether she communicates in speech by speaking up or she doesn't say anything at all, it's still communicating something to those watching, which is, you speak up, you get called out for being a troublemaker, causing trouble, being a smear campaign. You don't speak out, you get accused of being an enabler. Now, I don't want to be an enabler, and I just did a video about enabling. I do not want to enable a narcissist to abuse people. I could deal with the abuse of me. I could handle it, because I've been through a lot. My channel is my channel. If I have to destroy it, cancel it, pull the plug on it one day, I will. But I've always said everything happens for a reason. Or, if you don't like that saying, make a reason for everything that's happened. Now, all the abuse that I've suffered at the hands of narcissism, all the abuse that I've suffered from toxic people, from just nasty people in this world, in my past. If the reason that I've gone through all that is to start my channel up and have my say about people who are portraying themselves as coaches and healers when they're not, if I can just find something positive out of my past by knowing that the road that led me to YouTube is helping people discover that on YouTube there are coaches that will lie, that will take your money, that will fake their surroundings, that will pretend to be something they're not, will abuse people that speak up about them. There is so much more going on beneath the waters of this iceberg. We only see the tip of the iceberg, guys. There is so much more going on. I have held on to so much information that I know and that I have on these people, because some of the information I have is somebody else's information. The information I have is someone else's abuse by these two people. And it's not up to me to out their reality. They tell me what's happened and I keep it to myself. It's not up to me. And knowing these things that I know but not being able to say anything, it's been breaking my heart since New Year, since I had this situation with David. And I've had so much shit thrown in my direction, and I've tried to keep my professionalism. Maybe some people don't think that. I've tried to not come across bitter and twisted, but there's a very fine line. Is I'm here to help people with narcissists and to not train, obviously that's not the right word, to just give advice and be supportive. Now, if I don't talk about narcissists among us and let this slide, I might as well just quit. I've been portrayed as so many things by these two people. I've had messages sent to me. They've lied about the fact that I'm supposed to be emailing their family or David's family. I'm being called my stalker. David calls me my stalker. I haven't spoken to David or emailed David since New Year's Eve. I wrote on his review page, on his business page once, asking him, which I had every right to do because he accused me of stalking his family, and I wanted to ask for proof. Now, that's not stalking somebody, that's going on a public domain asking for information and for proof. The fact that is because they were saying that I was stalking them. This just gets so confusing. So I'm tired because this has been on my mind. I don't stalk. I don't stalk people. The things that I've looked at are public domain. The things that I've watched are public domain. The things that I've written on a public domain. I've never, ever, ever privately inboxed and harassed anybody on a personal level. I want you to know that, David and Kim, you have been lying for months. And this is going to come out. Kim, you have supported a predator. You have enabled David to abuse. I'm disgusted. I'm absolutely fucking angry and disgusted because I have been through hell at the hands of you two. And I've tried to keep my professionalism, and I've tried not to get angry, and I've done videos with so much proof. I even called the police to get you were calling me a criminal, and you said that I've got criminal background, I've got data, and you've got records on my criminal abuse. I even went to the police to get my data for you to prove that I wasn't a criminal. I've shown you emails of the lies but now you're coming out with the most ridiculous comments saying that I've written these emails to myself with a fake IP address, or I've put your names at the top, screenshot it and pretending it's from you. I have a life. I have a business. I have a hair salon. I don't have time I wouldn't even know how the hell to do what you've asked, to do what you were telling people that I'm supposed to have done. I am not that clever with computers. I don't hack people's computers. I'm waffling on now because this is getting... I really don't know what else to add to this video. I started it and I don't know where I'm going with it. I'm just talking because I wanted to be honest and say that the abuse that you two are doing to people is disgusting. The fake accounts that you're making to abuse me through, to abuse other channels through, the fake profiles that you use to talk to yourselves on channels and chum the audience about me, and it's sick. You're sick. You're both sick. I don't care what I get back from this video. I don't care what happens after this video. But you see, you're starting to get uncovered and you're starting to feel pinned in a corner, so now you are getting desperate. David, Kim, just own up. In her video, she said that you knew about his abuse and you said that you were going to do something about it, and you have removed yourself from David. Why don't you say anything on your video channel? Why don't you say and admit that you were wrong? Because you weren't. You're now pretending that you didn't know about it. You're backtracking, you're trying to fix it, you're trying to soften the amount of shit that's going out. You're trying to you're laying a floor for what's coming. You need to just own up, the both of you now. Because your stage is falling down underneath your feet. You cannot keep up this pretense anymore. You cannot keep pretending you care about people. You're both like paedophiles in a child's nursery that have got a job as a caretaker in a child's nursery. You have created this coach persona so that you can gain money, gain ego, and gain supply off poor victims that are looking and searching for help to heal from their narcissist abuse. And you are taking advantage of them all. You're asking for donations. David, you charge. David, you've deleted all your old videos because you wanted to recreate yourself from the person you were before to who you are now. You've surrounded yourself with props. It's disgusting. So I support you. I support you, Evening Ransom. I will stand by you. And if I welcome you onto my channel. My channel's not very big, yours is bigger. Oh, not that I care. But I know you were looking for a bigger platform, but I welcome you to this channel to tell your story. And I will stand by and support you in everything. And I will show my evidence. So that's all I'm going to say. I'm sorry that I had to bring this up again. But when I hear that after I tried my best to show you all that these two were lying and were predators, that now someone else has been hurt. I did my best, but now you've hurt someone else. These people went to Mexico and they trusted you both. You've probably damaged people more than you'll ever realise. So come at me. Do another smear campaign on me. What kind of lies are you going to make up now? You're going down with my help. And with a lot of other people that now know what you are. Both of you. Guys, I'm sorry again for doing one of these videos. I was hoping it was over. But since watching that video, and I hope you will watch it underneath, and I hope you will support her. And I hope that you will start to see the truth. Don't trust people just because they've got thousands and thousands and thousands of subscribers. It's like the story of the emperor's new clothes, where he gets lied to and he pretends, he gets told that he's got this new outfit on and it's actually this invisible. But everybody believes the same thing because nobody wants to, they all look at each other and nobody wants to say anything. Because he must be okay because they're not saying anything, and the person there saying, well, he must be okay because they're not saying anything. And because nobody's saying anything, this hype of this ridiculousness continues and continues until somebody says something. But I did say something, and what happened to me? I got smeared and smeared and smeared on videos. I've had videos covertly made about me, the dog whistle videos, cyber stalking videos, they were about me. I've had manipulation, 10 manipulation techniques, that was about me. I've had him showing fake police reports. I'm getting stressed now. Fake FBI police reports. Now that's illegal. Had he actually posted that letter, I'm getting stressed. Had he actually posted that letter, it was illegal. It would be illegal. He could get done for posting and faking police reports. That was a fake police report. I was apparently going to jail. I'm still here. I've had no call. No lawyers have called me. Nothing. Not 1 ounce of evidence is coming from their direction. Not one video. Why do you think this man keeps on going on about, oh, Val's a narcissist because she's got a long fringe. Val's a narcissist because she blinks a lot. Val's a sociopath because she spells mistakes. She's got a spelling mistake. People who are sociopath get kicked out of school. So obviously Val's spelling, my spelling mistakes is because I'm shit at spelling, or the bloody computer spells it differently. Do you know what I mean? They will make narcissist traits out of anything that I do. All my traits, whatever traits I have, he's been trying to make out that they're narcissist traits. She doesn't talk with her hands a lot. There's a narcissist. You can't spot a narcissist by looking at them. You can only spot a narcissist by experience. Now, I've had experience with this man. I've got tons of experience in screenshots, in videos. I've got experience coming out of my backside from these two. They talk about evidence. They talk about the evidence. I've got evidence. We've got evidence. I've got evidence that she's changing the IP address. We've got evidence that she's faking these emails and things. No. Talking about evidence is not evidence. Evidence is screenshotting. If you had screenshots of me manipulating you, if you had screenshots of all my criminal activity and my stalking and my emails that I'm supposed to have sent you, you would have had them on the screen like that. You would have had them on that screen in a video like that. Literally. You would not be grabbing onto straws and saying that, oh, Val's a narcissist because she has a fucking fringe in one eye. You disgust me. You disgust me, the both of you. You disgust me, and you've hurt someone else. I'm getting upset and angry, so I'm going to go now. Sorry, everybody. It needed saying. Take care.